So this is the Vornado 630 and this is the Vornado 560. I wanted to make this video because after purchasing the 560, there were some things that I wish I had known before I bought it. I'm still happy with the purchase, but I thought that this might shed some light on it. If you haven't had the 630 or worked with them before, they're pretty great fans. They're very basic in that, you know, the tilt is pretty easy here. I can do it one-handed, right? It's on the cable right here, so it's not very solid. But I can use one hand to usually tilt it one way or another, and it will stay at whatever point you choose to kind of focus the air. It has 3 speeds, right? The dial on the side, 1, 2, 3, and pretty easy to go between them. It's also easy to clean. It's got some retention clips here that you can just pop right there and there. And I think one's down there somewhere. And then if you pop that off, the front screen comes off and you can get in there and clean it out. So that's all great. So now the 560 model I got because, man, look at this thing. It's super sleek. It's got this nice sort of metal finish here on the back, which is pretty cool. It also boasts 4 different speeds. And rather than taking, you know, what would be the highest speed here and making that the highest speed here, and the lowest speed here is the lowest speed here, and the 2 middle ones are just, you know, varying degrees, I'd say that the higher speed on the Vornado 560 is a faster speed. And it might just be because with less plastic back here, like this, all this plastic shell here, and even these sort of arms, with less plastic, maybe there's more airflow getting in. Maybe that's helping. I don't have an actual wind speed meter to tell you, but it does feel like the higher speed of this is faster than the highest speed of this. On the other side, the low speed of this is really quite low, and I'll turn it on in just a second. And I really like that about it. So and it's very quiet too compared to this, which I'll show in a second as well. What are my concerns of this one? Well, this really cool looking slide here kind of sucks when you are trying to tilt it. So watch, I'm going to tilt it up, one hand. That works great. Let me tilt it back down. Yeah, okay. Try it again and again. Yeah, very difficult. This thing catches. It certainly slows stuff down in terms of just moving on its own, and I understand it probably has that to contend with. But let's say you grab 2 hands, and then you try to push it down with 2 hands. It does not move very easily at all. So I am not a fan of that. Now, in terms of the buttons, there are buttons for controlling this. The buttons are on the top. So I'm going to press the power button. Watch what happens. Okay, well, let me turn it down because it was at its highest setting. Let me turn it off again. So when I turn it on, it beeps twice. And I got to tell you, man, it's a small annoyance, but when you design something to beep twice when you press it once, it's going to confuse people. It confuses me. I press it and I hear it beep twice and I think, wait, did I hit it twice? And then I'll hit it again and that turns it off and then I hit it to turn. Anyway, it's such a minor annoyance, but it's there. This is the low end. This is the low speed, right? Let me do the low speed of this Vornado. I don't know if you can hear the difference or if my phone, which I'm using to record this, is cutting out the background sound, but this is substantially louder at its low speed than this one. So if you just wanted a slight movement of air and you want it to be nice and quiet in the background, this is going to do that. The high speed is extremely loud, louder than this high speed, but blowing more air. So, you know, I love the look of this one. The 560 does look very sleek, very elegant. I'm happy with the purchase, but hopefully some of this information will help you when it comes time to decide. I haven't had to clean it yet, but it does look like The cleaning process is maybe simpler in the sense that we just have some screw holes. So we've got screws there, which we can take this off. We don't have to worry about, you know, prying off little plastic tabs here and, you know, possibly breaking them. So that might be nicer when it comes time to cleaning it. But anyway, hopefully this helps in your decision-making process.
Okay, so I bought this Vornado a couple days ago on Amazon, and I did some evaluations of the different things about it. And one thing that caught my attention, this one was a little more expensive. I was looking at a couple of things. How fast could I get it? Because my fan had broken. It was one of these really tall ones that rotated and all that sort of thing. But I needed something lower profile that would move air around in this condo, where I've got a big office here and a bathroom, still gym type activities going over here. And in here I've got a room with pets and things like that, and another bedroom. So it's a pretty big apartment. And I was concerned whether this, so the smallest versions of these, I didn't think would work. So when I looked at, compared the next size, it seemed to be a distinct difference. Vornado, I recall, was a little more expensive. Here's the box that it came in. And this is the Vornado whole room air circulator for the circulates, I don't know which size this is. I don't know how to tell you which size it is, but it's for the medium-sized room, I think is what it said. And I'll tell you what, I am extremely impressed with these folks. You guys, Vornado, you rock. Your product is excellent. You're as advertised, okay? This thing moves so much more air than the fan I had. I mean, it is so small and compact, you know? My Yorkies are not intimidated by it. And it will, and here's the things I like about it, okay? You know those dang fans, they oscillate, or they, you can move them up and down, change the angle, and that clack, 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 they make no noise. Okay, listen to this. I want to move this. There's no noise. It's like just nice, easy, heavy. You know, it holds itself well there, so it's just nice, heavy feel. Second thing is, I noticed the motor, because all these things have plastic parts and housing and blades and all that stuff. So what's the weight? The weight's going to be in the motor. The Vornado folks seem to have the heaviest motor out there, and believe me, this thing pushes air. This is a medium-sized room. It's supposed to get it move air 75 feet, and it's doing a terrific job. My hat's off to the Vornado people. You guys make a terrific product, and I'm very excited about it. 5 stars.
Very cool. Brought this outside on the hottest day in Georgia. Sitting out here on my porch. It feels so good. No complaints. Not noisy. Keeping the bugs and stuff from flying around me. But it's really cool.